Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Oh, you're excited to be here. I'm excited to be here. Larry, let's go. My name is Christopher D'Angelo. I'm a senior at St. Andrew's School. I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you so much for the opportunity to speak in front of you this morning. Today, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story and about the amazing experience I've had at St. Andrew's, the school I'm proud to call home for 13 amazing years. Boca Raton has been a huge part of my life. From the very beginning, I was born at Boca Raton Community Hospital, where my great-grandparents, Edith and Anthony Comparado, were deeply involved as philanthropists who believed in giving back to the community. And yes, that means that my family and I have been in Boca Raton for a while now, and we love our city and wouldn't trade it for the world. That same commitment to Boca Raton runs through my family's company, Thompson, which has been serving the city since the 1970s. I'm proud to represent the 5th generation of a business built on integrity. As I've grown up at St. Andrews, I watched Boca grow with new transportation like the Bright Line, cultural spaces like Meisner Park, and corporate opportunities, all while staying true to the values that continue to make it my home. Now, my time at St. Andrews started in kindergarten with my teachers, Mr. Schreiner and Ms. Gottsagen. Being at St. Andrews since kindergarten considers me a lifer. Now, being a lifer at St. Andrews means fully immersed in the St. Andrews community, traditions, and values, carrying a deep-rooted pride and connection that shapes both your identity and your impact on campus. Now, middle school was where St. Andrews really began to shape who I was. It was a stage where curiosity turned into confidence. Friendships became lifelong, and teachers pushed me not to just succeed, but to lead as well. I remember how excited I was to finally play on a team with my friends and be able to socialize every day after school. And then when I received an official St. Andrews team jersey, I was pumped. It was awesome. I truly felt the pride of wearing Scots across my chest. I played every sport offered. Football, soccer, basketball, lacrosse, tennis, you name it, I probably did it. And was honored to receive the 5-sport award all 3 years in middle school. Beyond athletics, middle school gave me a sense of independence, which felt huge at the time. Moving from class to class on my own, walking through the hallway without, a sign in the line, or choosing where to sit with my friends, it was awesome. Those moments taught me responsibility, balance, and the importance of showing up for your community. Lessons I carried straight into high school. And now, high school, where it all came together, full circle moment, and I was really encouraged to shine. Maybe so. Technically, my high school experience started actually before school started, August 1st of 2022, for a varsity football camp. And since then, I've served as a two-time captain of the football team, leading them to 3 district championships. In lacrosse, I've won 2 district championships, 2 regional championships, and was a runner-up at the state finals last year. And this year, don't worry, we're coming back for that state championship game. Now, due to that success, I've had the privilege of being involved in an athletics program at St. Andrews every day after school, whether that's grinding in the weight room with the boys, leading our teams to victory, or meeting with a personal trainer for stem, cold plunge, or a stretch. I've also been involved in our premier performing arts programs. I play the bagpipes and the trumpet in the honor symphonic band. Now, you're probably wondering, Chris, why do you transition from athletics to performing arts with no transition in your speech? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that's kind of how every game works for me. On the football team, I walk out with the captains for the coin toss, play a full half of football, and then run over to the band with my trumpet, play during halftime, and then go back in the field to finish the game. Now, lacrosse. There's something really unique to St. Andrews and the tradition we have. I walk the lacrosse team out in my pads playing Scotland the Brave on the Scottish Island bagpipes, uniting the energy of music with the spirit of athletics. Now, why the bagpipes? That's the story. It started at the end of football season, my junior year, the district championship game, when I tore my ACL and meniscus, ending my football season and ruling me out of lacrosse that year. The hardest obstacle wasn't the physical pain, but it was losing the identity I had built as an athlete. I'd always been right in the middle of the action, and suddenly, silent. Telling my lacrosse teammates I wouldn't be able to play on the state level team was devastating. However, I refused to let my injury remove me from that team. While rehabbing, I started searching for a way to contribute. Inspired by Notre Dame's lacrosse bagpipe tradition and St. Andrew's Scottish heritage, I committed to learning bagpipes in just 3.5 months, so I could lead my team out on the field. Despite being told it takes more than a year to learn, I practiced tirelessly with my band teacher and instructor, eventually walking my team out playing on the first game. I never touched the ball once that season, but I've never felt more connected to a team. That obstacle taught me that leadership isn't about the playing time. It's not about being the fastest, the strongest, the toughest. It's about showing up. It's about adapting and putting the team first, putting the we before the me, and finding creative ways to serve my team and community. That moment, rooted in St. Andrew's values, taught me more about perseverance, purpose, and leadership. The only other place where I've learned these same values, service, humility, putting others before yourself, is through faith. Now, I've grown up in a classic Italian household where we say grace before dinner and attend St. Joan of Arc Catholic Church here in Boca, Raton. These values are also reinforced every Tuesday at St. Andrew's during chapel. Since 5th grade, I served as a crucifer, an acolyte, and a reader. Roles that have taught me leadership isn't always being the loudest voice. It's about quiet service, consistency, and showing up for something bigger than yourself. Those same beliefs have shaped how I approach student government. Now, I've had the honor and the privilege of serving as a 9th, 10th, and 11th grade class president, and now I serve as the student body president. For me, leadership has never been about the title. It's about bringing people together and making sure every voice feels heard. Now, my dream of being the student body president started back in kindergarten at the homecoming pep rally, when I watched one person energize an entire school and realized the power of bringing a community together. And 13 years later, this past October, I ran that very pep rally, coordinating the Scots student section, student council members, faculty, athletics teams, who required clear communication, problem solving, and teamwork. I made it a priority to ensure that every group had a voice, and that event reflected the diversity and spirit of our student body, fulfilling the dream that I've carried since I started at St. Andrew's. Now, my leadership on campus has given me opportunities to bring people together, but off campus, the greatest lessons come from my older brother, Nick, who has autism. He may never fully understand and know the impact he's had on me, but I carry it with me every day. His resilience fuels my own life. The integrity I've learned by standing beside him continues to guide me toward a future where leadership means building a world that respects and honors the God-given gifts of everyone. 2 years ago, I took those lessons to Boca Raton City Council, where I advocated for the kids who couldn't advocate for themselves. I shared why our city needs more inclusive recreational gym spaces, not just for some of our athletes, but for all of them, including my older brother. Because every child deserves a place to feel included, active, and valued. As I look ahead, I am excited to announce that I will be attending Southern Methodist University in Dallas this fall. But no matter where life takes me, Boca Raton and St. Andrew will always be home. They've shaped who I am, challenged me to lead with purpose, and taught me that home is not just a place, it's a responsibility. I can't wait to return home to my family and continue giving back to the community that made me who I am today. Thank you, and like always, go Scots.